owned Blondie when I was at secondary school. She was a gorgeous golden retriever, and we bred from her as a family. We had a one-off litter, and it was the best experience of my whole entire life. I can just always remember it being just so glorious. It brought us together as a family so much. And she had 8 beautiful puppies. Don't really know what we'd done right. We'd never done it before, but they were all gorgeous. All went to amazing homes. And my dad said that we could keep one puppy. But we're quite smart, us women, in his life, so we kept one each. He never actually specified it wasn't one each. He said we could keep one. But he said that to my sister, and he said that to me, and he said that to my mum. So my mum kept Reggie, I chose Missy, and then my sister chose Lacey. And they were all such lights in our lives, and they were such gorgeous dogs. They were their own family. They were very independent. They liked each other's company. They all got on so well. And then we all had sort of our special bond with each of them, but then they were all like the family dogs. Obviously we lost Blondie. She was 18, and she was 2 weeks of her 18th birthday, which is just unbelievable. We lost her 2 years ago, which seems so crazy. And when she passed, Reggie deteriorated quite a lot, and he passed away turning 16, which again is just an incredible age. And then him and Missy were really, really close, and then I lost my Miss, which she was such a lovely dog. And then this morning, over the weekend, Lacey deteriorated, and we had to make that decision yesterday because I knew I wasn't going to be here because I was going to Zimbabwe. This isn't how I wanted this whole day to start. So we got hold of our incredible vets yesterday, and I cannot shout enough about my vets. They are the kindest people in the world, and I feel like I love them personally. We've been with them since the puppies were puppies. They've always known them. I've taken every single animal I owned there since. I would take the boys there if I could. They don't do horses though. We had to make the decision over the weekend that it was time for Lacey. She was tired, and we knew that she wouldn't last for me to get back, and we've always, when they've crossed the rainbow, we've always been together as a family. And so this morning we took Lacey. Really sad, like she's crossed the rainbow now. But it was, we can take comfort in that she was being met at the other side by the rest of her family, and even though she leaves us behind, her family here, we're, you know, we love her dearly, but we'll take comfort in knowing that she's going. She literally never ran for anything in her life. She was always like a really slow one. But I'm sure she ran straight to them. But yeah, I'm just literally heading into Paddington now. I've got 3 massive suitcases. No, I haven't, that's a lie. I've got 2 massive suitcases and 1 small suitcase, and then I've got my handbag. So how I'm getting through London, I don't know. I'm going to get to Parliament Square, and then we're going to go to Beagle, go to Parliament, do the protest, and then head to Heathrow. Come with me, I suppose, if you'd like to. Why do I always find recording on a train so awkward as well? I don't know. Oh my god, dogs. And it was really funny actually. I try and look out for signs nowadays, but I'm not too good with signs. But as I was on the train, it was quite misty this morning, I suppose, and as I was on the train, the mist lifted, and then there was obviously the trail of 4 aeroplanes in the sky. So I was like, it's all good. I text my family like, it's all good, they're together, it's okay. Yeah, so I'm just literally heading into London now. Right, so we managed to get into a cab, which ideal. Luckily, nobody helped me until the last minute, and there was a very kind gentleman that helped me put my suitcases into a cab. But it's okay, cause she's strong. So these are the cab and the old suitcase situation, and then there's one in the front with drives. I've just got to make sure I remember it, because I am terrible at remembering stuff. I'm just trying to now move on with my day. And I know that losing Lacey is really going to probably hit me a lot more later, but I'm just trying to focus on Camp Beagle and getting to Parliament and getting through that, and then getting to Zimbabwe. I don't really, it's really, really hard, because I want to be like at home with my family. I want to take that moment, and you all know how much I love my animals and my dogs. Like, it's real hard, but at the same time I have got a job I need to do. So I'll probably cry later, a lot more later than I already have. I mean, my makeup, I've got big sunglasses on, and you guys know I'm not a big sunglasses girl, but the old makeup is cracking. The old eyes look like ball bags. So yeah, let's get on with today. I feel like I was meant to do the Jeremy Vine show this morning, and I didn't do that because I was on the train, and I couldn't do it whilst being on the train, and obviously not being connected to good signal. People like rang in and said that it was wrong, that, you know, we're testing on dogs and we should be testing on paedophiles and weird people like that. I agree. So many people out there that do wrong. Why don't we just test on them? If they're so like keen that what they're doing isn't wrong, then why don't we do it on them? Anyhow, yeah, I will let you all know when we're at camp, so Parliament camp. I'm going to go drop my bags off now at Fleming's. You guys know I love Fleming's. It's where I always stay when I'm in London, because it's like my home. I haven't been up for such a long time though. I think with the boys, having the boys, I then get in my own head, and I just really struggle to come up here, but I've just got to today. So if it's something that I can be like, no, it's okay, I won't come, or oh, it's okay, I won't stay. That's my problem. I never stay. Like, I come up for like a day, I go up in the morning, I get like a 7:30 train, and then I come home, when I get home like 7:30 at night. But unless I have to stay, I'm like, no, it's okay, I'll go home. Just come in to see the family. This is my London fam. Say hi, London fam. Hi, London fam. These guys just make my life. I'm literally checking the bags in. Oh, there we are. I'm literally checking the bags in. And just because they look after me so well, they said bring them here, chuck them here, and then you can collect them on the way over to the airport. So that is what we're doing. I love them so much. I didn't think that it would be possible to love a hotel like I love this hotel. This is like home to me in London. I feel safe here. So they're all getting checked in. We're going. I'm just waiting for Daisy, my manager now. I think she's here or hereabouts. And then we are heading straight over to Parliament. But I feel a lot less heavy now. My mum was like, I'm so worried about you. I'm so worried about how you're going to get those bags through, and you're not going to be able to take them to Parliament. You're going to have to leave them outside. And I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll sort it out. These guys save me every single time. Back in the cab. We went and got ourselves a cheeky little matcha. I found Daisy. Yay. Daisy, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to go to Zimbabwe?
With you? Quite low.
Oh! Nasty. She's so nasty. I'm so excited. No, you can't take it back.
Sorry, 10.
You
need numbers, 10.
No, I can't. I don't accept
11.
it anymore. I don't accept it, actually. But how excited. We're on the way to Parliament now, which Daisy's even more excited about. Look how summery she looks.
Gotta make the most of it. We don't get the sunshine up north.
Knock pins out. It's quite sweaty here today. It's quite warm. It is quite warm. So we're going to Parliament now. So I'll show you when we're there. But I thought you can see our matcha, and I've grown on the matcha. Did you want to try it with?
Do you want to try a coconut?
Yeah, I haven't tried coconut milk. You haven't tried the old oat.
Why is yours so much colder?
Yeah, it is. Yours. Give me mine back, you it. That's nasty.
Why is it lukewarm?
I don't like that one. But then I didn't like this one. I did a TikTok.
You gotta go again.
And I was like, oh no, I do really like it. Now I really, really like it.
I love it. It's so refreshing.
It's when it's cold.
I was watching the marathon.
Animals are not reliable indicators of human health. We've cured Alzheimer's in mice, we've cured cancer in rats, we've cured stroke in rabbits, and still patients are waiting. Meanwhile, real human lives have been lost because medicines past animal testing failed tragically in people. Isopuro, thousands dead from asthma medication that were proven safe in dogs. So why are we still doing this in 2025? Today's petition focuses on one of the most brutal and unjustifiable uses of animals, toxicity testing. Dogs are still forced to ingest chemicals at massive doses, not because it makes humans safer, but because outdated regulations demand it, and we're here to fight against that. Even though we know that dogs only share 84% of their DNA with humans, and that missing 16%, that missing human relevance, is enough to make drug response and toxicity testing outcomes dangerously unpredictable, enough to cost lives. Toxicity testing on dogs does not protect human health, it protects an outdated system. 95% of drugs wouldn't fail before reaching the medicine cabinet. It's time to end this. And don't let anyone pretend that alternatives are emerging or not ready. Organ-on-a-chip technology was invented over 20 years ago, and the core platform has not changed since, because it already worked. It's commercially available, validated, used by leading industries. AI toxicity prediction is accurate and sensitive. Patient-derived organoids, real human organs, are revolutionizing how we study disease, from cystic fibrosis to cancer. The brutal truth is this: the UK government is still issuing these project licenses that allow animal experiments to continue. Every Beagle suffering today suffers under a license stamped by this government. They have the power to end it, and here we are today, here to send Parliament a clear, undeniable message. We do not want half promises. We do not want phasing out. We want a complete shift to human-relevant, non-animal methods. Methods that will save animal lives and human lives. Stop licensing cruelty.
And then we took us all to the dogs, and that's where a lot of like people in my class broke down. When I say there's rows and rows of these dogs in kennels, maybe about like 20 in a section, all the doors are coded, so you can't get in without a code, and they're in sort of like metal, no bedding, very basic metal sort of kennels, and they're like spinning around, they're barking, some of them are carrowing, and I remember oh god, sorry. Sorry, so in my heart I named one Petal, and I think of it all the time.
Oh, dog. Keep going, you can do it. Come on, come on.
And I carry her eyes with me. I feel like a lot of activists will understand that you carry their eyes with you.
I believe ending animal testing will make the world a better place for humans and animals. Together, we can make a difference. The world must move forward and use the non-animal methods that are ready and available. It's time for our government to stop hiding and getting away with abusing animals. It's time to end the violence and use science. I wrote endlessly to the government, and I'm yet to receive a direct reply to my questions. I'm only 9 years old, but I care about the MBR Beagles and their suffering. My generation do not want dogs to be treated this way. We want real science that will enable medical breakthroughs. As Gandhi once said, the greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way in which its animals are treated. Keir Starmer, it's time to put the great back into Britain. My generation do not want or need animal testing. We are smarter than that. Can you all repeat after me? Dogs belong on laps, not in labs.
Dogs belong on laps, not in labs.
Thank you all for listening to me.
Oh my god, guys, I feel everything's now like calming down a bit, everyone's dispersing.
that was amazing. The amount of people that turned up, the amount of people that spoke,
is driven by
unbelievable.
anti-faith agenda.
The people
attempting
here,
to
we
force
have
us to
one
violate our religious
objective that is the same, and we really want animal testing to stop. So I'm going to be going in there in a minute, and hopefully we can try and see what the debate is going to say. However, what I have learned is that basically it doesn't matter how many of us signed the petition, it doesn't matter how many of us wrote to our MPs could literally turn around and be like, no, I'm not going. And I find that so bizarre that that's the way that our country works. Because we can't just go in there and debate it ourselves, like it has to be our MP. So yeah, it's been a really good and positive experience out here today, for sure. The amount of people that turned up, and everyone turned up for the right reasons. Everybody turned up for the dogs, everybody turned up for animal testing in general, but for MBR Acres, like that's what we turned up for. And I'm really proud of everybody. I'm really proud to be a part of this and this movement. It's just so incredible. So yeah, super lucky, super grateful, and I'll let you know how it goes once I come out. Oh my goodness, guys, I've just made it back into the taxi. Daisy, we are now very stressed on the way to the airport.
We're not thinking about it.
I'm just putting my arms up so that the stench just goes down to you.
Oh, thank you, thanks.
My gosh, in Parliament today, I have hope. For the first time in a long time, I have hope that something and change is going to happen. Well, there's enough of us that's listening now, I feel, that, and we all want change, but the MPs that were there were so what's the word I'm looking for? They were they were very human. No, positive. They were so positive, and they were so yeah, compassionate. Did you say compassionate?
I said that, yeah.
Okay.
You can take credit for it.
I'll take it, it's fine. No, Daisy's right, they were very compassionate, and they were very a lot of them spoke about their own dogs and their own stories with their dogs, and I was just like, yeah. And also they understood, and they'd gone away and obviously looked at like the science, and there was a lot that happened that I was like, I feel that this is going to be a change that happens, and it's going to be in our lifetime. It could be within, you know, the next few years, which would just be amazing. And we had people there from Torbay MP, we had the Exeter MP there, which made me a little bit proud and also a little bit homesick. So I was like, oh my god, they're here with me. That was great. Maybe we were on the same train together today, I don't know. But there was a great sign, and the sign was when our MP from Torbay walked in with a guide dog, and I was like, what? Like, there's signs, and I just felt like that was a sign. If this doesn't happen, I'm now going to eat my words. I'm going to be very, very upset about it. But I felt like it was a sign, and it was a positive step. So we're now rushing to the airport. I had to run out because we actually didn't expect the debate. How long did they say that they reckoned the debate was going to be? Like half an hour. And I was in there 45 minutes, and it was not even hard. Like, there was still 5 MPs wanting to talk, and I was like, oh, I gotta go get a flight. So yeah, now we're here. Daisy got me snacks. She got me some sushi, and she knows that these are this is actually a fun game of ours, that I was really, really hangry one day and she fed me apples and peanut butter. So I feel like you just got me that as a reminder.
I did.
That's so cute. So yeah, no, we're rushing there. I'm sweating. I was gonna get changed and everything, but airport, and oh my god. And Daisy got chili prawns, but I have a good feeling. I will check in once I hear more from the end of the debate, but from my feeling, it's a good feeling, so bear with. Right, we have made it to the airport in time. Daisy's made me do all of this by myself. She's such a wench.
No, I never. You just wanted a cute pic.
Yeah, and then she said for your cute pic you can push it the whole way. So yeah, we are actually at the airport now. That is so fun. But yeah, we are now going to head for a good old drink. That's what I could really do with. I've just heard from Camp Beagle. It's really positive, the amount of MPs that were there, and we were really pleased at the amount of MPs that turned up, which is good because that means more people are listening, more people have eyes on MBR Acres. However, nothing's going to change for a minute. Daisy has had to console me because I am very upset. Basically, I just thought that everything was going to be closed down like today, and that was it. The dogs were going to be out and I was going to come home and adopt another dog. We were actually talking about the dogs that we were going to adopt, right?
not that easy, sadly.
But it's not there yet. But that means we go again.
Baby steps.
We keep going. We don't lose momentum. More people know about it. And that is great. We have to just shout a little bit louder, right?
Right. So
Are you
in the back?